Rushden and Diamonds, and to non-league football, well, it's just breathtaking, really, isn't it? One day this team will be a league side. I've absolutely no doubts about that.
Hello, how are you? And welcome to another episode of the Low League Journey with me, John, aka Old Man Sudor. We're back again with AFC Rushden and Diamonds. It's the start of Season 5. One or two things before we get through to go through the episode. One, remember to hit those like buttons. They really do help me and it means the world to me. I really can't say much more than that. And two, this is meant to be an end-of-season report, and I recorded it and it was terrible, and I didn't want to release it because it was a bad episode. I think after the disaster of last season, go back and watch the last episode, you'll see what I mean. I didn't want to do an end of season report, and I just carried on playing through. But we'll quickly have a little chat about the end of the season. It was a good season for us overall, but obviously it didn't go brilliantly. If I go to the competition, and I'll show you quickly, if I go to stages, you'll see, obviously, like last season, we finished 9th, which was better than we did the season before. We did finish 13th, but obviously we lost the last 4 games of the season. Again, if I go to the schedule and show you, if it allows me, you'll see we lost the last 4 games of the season and cost us the promotion, or the last 3 games, out of the 4 games, and it cost us our promotion spot. Really, we should have beaten the likes of Stalebridge and probably North Ferriby, but I don't know what happened. We were playing really well and then we just lost it. So unfortunately, I was mighty annoyed, and I didn't feel like it in the end. I do apologise. It really isn't an excuse, but I'm not going to release something I don't think is very good. So as much as I didn't release that. It wasn't a bad season overall. Like I said, we didn't do too bad. I mean, I'll quickly show you some of the other leagues, how they finished as well. They wouldn't have been that much different to what you probably expect. But last season, Chelsea won the Premiership, Man U came second, Man City and Arsenal 4th. We had Huddersfield, Norwich and Crystal Palace getting relegated. Promotion-wise, in the Championship, it was Southampton, Brentford, Sheffield Wednesday went up in 6th spot. Swansea and Middlesbrough just missing out, I believe, and Sheffield United, Scunthorpe and Blackpool went down. If we go through to, if I go through down one more league to League 1, you'll see Bristol City went up with Wigan and Rotherham, top 3 going up, seems fair. Bristol Rovers, Bradford City, Port Vale and Chesterfield all went down. In that one, in League 2, where is it? There it is. You had Wimbledon, Walsall and Gillingham go up with Cheltenham. Again, I always feel that's wrong. I always feel especially when it's like 7th spot managed to get up. I mean, fair play to them, but Wickham missing out, Crewe and Carlisle, Accrington and Crawley going down. And as I keep pressing the wrong button, if we go down to the Vanarama, now Accrington, went up? No, Leighton Orient went up with Tranmere, sorry. Whitehawk, Wellington, Hemel Hempstead and Morecambe. I mean, Morecambe have had just a fall from grace. I mean, it wasn't that many seasons ago. Look, they were in League 2, finishing 4th back in sort of, and then over the last 8 years, they've just slowly gone down and down and down. And it's gone really bad for them. Really, really bad. But yeah, it is what it is. Obviously, the North was ours. In the South as well. Quickly look at that one. Dover went up with Farnborough, Hampton and Waterlooville. I was going to say just Waterloo. Hampton and Richmond and Chippenham went down. So some good teams went up and down. I must admit as well, if I go to the I think it's the US Stick Premier, there it is. Corby got promoted. Corby next to, for you guys who don't know, Corby is the town that is right next door to Kettering. It's not far from Rushden. They're obviously a bit of a derby as well. Rushden and Diamonds actually played for a few, I think about half a season or a season. They played at the Corby ground when they were looking for a new ground before they moved to Wellingborough, and they moved to back to Rushden, which is where they are now at this season. So yeah, it'd be quite good if Corby could do well and maybe come and join us in Kettering. It would be pretty good overall. But yeah, overall that wasn't too bad. I don't know if I can show in the competitions. If I go to like stats, I don't know if I can show last season's. I don't think I can. unfortunately. Knight did finish, I think it was in top 4 of the goals, and there wasn't much really to show you. Finances are still looking, hopefully they'll do a little bit better, because I'll show you we've obviously made some signings now, and we've sorted the wage budget out a little bit. As you can see, committed spending of 3.1, currently spending 4.3, and we're about a grand underneath that, and I've still got the 25k in the bank if we need to buy anyone. So overall, I think we've done some really good business, and we should hopefully have a really good chance of sorting out this. We are backing out in Rushden as well at our new stadium, which might help with some gate receipts and stuff like that. So I'm expecting money to start coming back in, hopefully this season, fingers crossed. We'll see how we get on though. So yeah, I guess the next big thing is obviously going to be who have we brought in so far, and you'll see that we've brought in, this is one guy, he's just hopefully about to join for us. I've offered him a contract. He's looking at 1 or 2 people who have offered him contracts. It looks like he could be reasonably good. He's got a couple of good stats for a midfielder. I want him to play more out on the left and also be sort of a backup, but his passing looks reasonably decent. Technique looks okay. He looks like he's got the attributes in the right spots for us, so hopefully he'll do a good job. But transfers in, and if I can show him, I'll show you first who we released. Released players, as you can see, Coulson went, Brian went, Cedric went, and Dan Thomas went. So we've had, four players who've done really well for us over the last couple of seasons. Unfortunately, probably weren't good enough nowadays, really, for us to have left. But we do have a couple of new transfers in. As you can see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 players that have came in so far. 4 loans, 2 came on a free. We've still got a chance for 1 more loan, and obviously I'm looking at maybe 1 or 2 more players still. But the first guy we got in was Billy Brown on loan. Looks like a really good striker, could do really, really well for us. I felt we needed something new up front, and yeah, he looks like he's got the attributes in the right places for us. Dribbling could maybe improve a little bit, as well as his passing, but he's got reasonably good finishing, anticipation's really pretty good, off the ball's pretty good. He's not the slowest player, and he's got good balance. So I think he'll do really well for us. And at 19 years old, these can all improve quite quickly with game time. Next guy we got in was Nathan Ferguson, a central defender. His stats aren't brilliant in other areas, but where it counts, in the heading, the marking, and the tackling, really, really good. Do a bit more determination. His positioning as well could improve a tiny little bit, but he's got reasonably good strength, reasonably good jump reach. I think he'll do really well for us. Next guy we got in was midfield right on loan. Looks really good, crossing of 15, a first touch of 13. His passing could do with a little bit more, but he's got good crossing. His technique is pretty good. His work rate's really good. He's a quick player. I think he'll do really well for us as our main right midfielder. Then we got Harry Black in, who looks like a decent all-round sort of midfielder, but can play right back if we need to, or even defensive midfield if we need to. He might not be the best players in those positions, but he can do it if we absolutely desperately need him to. But overall, he looks like a generally good all-rounder who could do a really good job. And at 23, again, he could improve for us. So next guy we got in was Bob Wansford. And again, he looks like a decent sort of central midfielder. First touch is pretty good, his passing's really good, his technique's really good. Maybe positioning and teamwork could improve a little bit, but overall I think he'll be a good player. And at 17, again, these are all players that can really improve. The last guy we got in on loan was Tom Scrivener. I don't know. Another central defender. I feel like defence is somewhere we are quite weak. As you can see, he can play a couple of different positions again, but he's got a good heading, he's got decent marking, his tackling could be a little bit better, but I think he could do, again, a really good job for us, especially as sort of like a bit of a backup. As I said, we are looking at 1 or 2 other players as well, and this season we're really going to go for it and really try and get that promotion. So I feel like our team's pretty good. As you can see, we've got a couple of players we can have a look at as well, so we'll get a scout report on 1 or 2 of these as well. As you can see, I'm scouting other players as well. But yeah, I really do feel we could do it. And looking at the teams, I know there's only a couple of teams go up and down, but I feel like this could be our year. I feel like the league is not as strong as it was last season. Like teams like Boston and that were just absolutely destroying us. I will say though, again, And I think this is to do with our reputation as much as anything else. But we haven't got the reputation a lot of these teams have. I've shown it before. We are meant to be getting relegated again. It's weird. We finished in 13th and 9th for the last 2 seasons, yet we are still meant to be getting relegated. I mean, Morecambe you'd expect to do quite well. It says Gainsborough, Darlington, Kidderminster and Kettering will all be up there with Halifax. So a lot of the teams we were up against or around last season. I think we'll do alright. I think we'll be okay, and I think we can really sort of aim for that promotional spot. But we'll see how we get on. Matthew Flint is retiring. Ryan Young has been injured for 3 to 5 months, which does not help us at all, really. Which is one of the reasons I got Benioff seating, because Ryan Young got injured, and I was like, oh, I need a right midfielder. So I think he'll do alright. We've also got Harris as well in the under-23s who can play for us if I show you him quickly. He's okay. He obviously had that big injury. I think overall he's not a bad all-rounder. And again, if he can get games, he could be a half-decent player for us. But we can use him if and when we need to. But overall, I'm not too bad. As you can see, I think the squad's a little bit smaller. A little bit better overall. I mean, you look at our subs now. We've got 2 4-star players who can go on our substitution bench. Knight is still. I'm still thinking about whether or not to get another striker, but Knight did so well. We've got a 2.5-star as well. So I think overall we've got a lot more of a better team now. As you can see, though, I have had to bring Dominic Pollard in on our left hand side because Tempest is suspended. So that's the only downside we've got for this game. So this game today, hopefully it won't be too bad for us. So we are playing South Shields, who is a team I believe we should beat. As you can see, they've been promoted last couple of seasons, or a couple of seasons before, and then they've sort of just managed to get up from 7th tier up to where they are now in the Premier Division. Oh, they were in the Northern last year. Now they're in the didn't play them last year, did we? No, they were in the Even Sticks last year, 7th. Or 4th, sorry, and now they got promoted. Right, I'm losing the plot here quite quickly. And I think that's everything to really talk about. So, if there's anything you wanted me to show you about last season, if I can, I will. But there isn't much to go on talk about overall. So, hopefully, you'll forgive me for not doing an end of season report. But let's get straight into the game now. We've got one game. It's going to be against South Shields. Hopefully, it's a game we can win. As for everything as well, I will talk about we are still playing the 4-4-2, but I have changed things around a little bit. As you can see, we're playing more of a short port, work the ball, short passing, work the ball around a little bit more. Hopefully, go for it a little bit more. So hopefully this will work out and will work quite well for us. We'll see how we get on though. It's going to be I think it's still going to be a difficult season, but I think it is a season we're going to do. And what I'll probably do is I'm going to probably make a bigger gap between episodes. So so whereas I might have came back for like the FC Halifax game or something like that, I might not come back to like say the Nuneaton and Brackley game, or even further. I might even say, do you know what, I'm going to play a good chunk and come back for the Kettering game, which actually might be a good possibility. I want to get through the season quite quickly because we've been in this league now a few years. I want to see if we can get promoted, get out of here as quickly as possible, and get into the Vanarama National League. So let me know what you think about that as well, guys. Do you want me to get through these seasons a little bit quicker while we try and get promoted? Maybe instead of being a 10, 11 episode season, it might be a 6 or 7 or something like that. Obviously, if we have any like good FA Cup runs or anything like that, we will show them as well. Right, and that's it. Let's get onto the game, shall we? Because I am just waffling on. So this is going to be the team we're going to put out. It's going to be Moore in goal. We'll actually have him as a sweeper keeper. He is better as a sweeper keeper. Strong, Warren, Ferguson, and Cooper on the defence, with Pollard, Rees, Harmes, and Benioff on the right, with Pate and the new boy Brown up front. On the bench, we've got Knight, we've got Worsford, Shriven, and Black. So hopefully, let's see how we get on. I think we can do quite well, like I said. I think we honestly can win this game. I think we can win. I think we can win the league. I honestly do believe that. So we'll see how we get on. It's going to be a tough one. South Shields not a bad side at all. As you can see, they've only been promoted though, so you would think we've got something. We've got a chance of winning this here. We'll give them all passionate talk, and we'll see how we get on. Let's get on to it. Come on, looking forward to this. And yeah, I mean, obviously the other thing as well, guys, is, if you might have not seen on Twitter and that, I am part of the Football Manager World Cup. There's the likes of Golden FM, Second Yellow Card, Viking Dan, Dave Aspaldi, Curtie's in there. Who else is in there? Mike Plays. There's quite a lot of us, I think, in there. Deluded Goat, I think, is in there as well. So it's there's basically, obviously, we're all picked a World Cup team. I've got Croatia. And yeah, I've got Big Herb in my group. He's Argentina. I've got who else? I've got Wolfie and Sammy Duda, whatever his name is, as well. So really looking forward to that. I think we can get through the knockout stages and that, and we're going to simulate the World Cup. All sort of 32 of us, I believe it is. So yeah, some really good names there as well. And South Shields come forward now. They get a header in, but we just about clear it. And that was close. But it seems overall pretty even at the moment so far. Miller with the ball now. He gives it to Wiggy, was it? As they try and fight. Warren's going to collect this now, though. He knocks it back to Moore, who clears it to Cooper. Cooper knocks it out to Benioffsy, who can't really get there, unfortunately. And they try to get it, but Ferguson collects it. He gives it back to Moore, to Strong. Strong holds on to the ball and plays it out to Pollard, the new lad. Pollard gets a cross in, he tries to find James and he just about couldn't find him, unfortunately. And I don't really know why this is highlight so far. Pollard, great little tackle by the lad. Now Rees has got it, he gives it out to Pollard again. Pollard, can he get it through? He does to Brown. Brown with the ball, he puts a cross in. Pate, yes, get in there, Pate. Great goal, absolutely fantastic. Get in there, my son. I tell you what, it was all that Pollard, the lad who's in from our youth squad. Pollard here. Great pass, an absolutely fantastic pass from the youngster, and a great little cross in there, and Pate with the header, and it's 1-0 to Rushden and Diamonds. A great bit of play. I'm really impressed with him. Rees now with the corner, puts it in, and we just put that over. Ferguson almost got it in. So yeah, but guys, keep an eye out for that. I'm not sure when the videos will be released. It looks like it'll be really good fun, but keep an eye on my Twitter and you'll find out all about that. So no reason to click in the description on my Twitter and come and follow me. As we go half time, we go 1-0 up, absolutely fantastic. A really good result for us. Things are going well. We'll say that Pollard is doing really well for us as well. So we'll get into the second half and more of the same, please, because that was absolutely fantastic for them. As Ferguson clears the ball here, and that was the end of the highlight. But they've got a free kick. They put it out to wide, but we just about clear it, and we clear it again. And Grayson again's going to get the rebound. What's he doing? He's going to knock it back to Miller. Miller puts it in, and we go to sleep a little bit, and they get a chance. And Watson with the goal, and that was all there. That was Cooper. Cooper fell asleep. And really, when we had a chance to defend that, he just didn't. I mean, this great pass by Miller, but Cooper just backtracking there, didn't follow his man, and they catch up and they score, and yeah, that's the end of it. But we've got a highlight straight after this one. That's not pretty good. I don't like it when there's one. Pollard with the ball now. Okay, we're going to get another one. He's going to get. They made a mistake. Brown gets across into Benioffsy. Get in there, yes. Benioffsy with the goal. And it's 2-1 to AFC Rushden and Diamonds. We scored straight away, back on the we countered back straight away after they scored. I mean, Stubbs there makes a horrible mistake. Brown gets a cross in, and it's a bit of a triangle, but he gets the pass in, gets a cross in even, and gets the goal. And that's his first goal of the season for us as well, I think, Benioffsy. They've got a chance now as they put it in. We do hopefully clear it just about. It goes over with a shot as we clear it, and they take a shot from the volley. 55 minutes gone. Pretty close game. Obviously, we're trying to get people to sort of work together in that as well, so sometimes things will not be so simple for the first few games of the season. But we are winning this at the moment. We'll make a substitution, I think, in a minute. Brown maybe can get there. He can't, unfortunately. Grayson now to Wallace. And then they're passing it forward. Cooks gets it to Watson. Watson with a chance, and it's just put wide. We're going to make a change or two because one or two players aren't playing absolutely brilliant. Rees is not playing well at all. So we'll bring Wansford on for. Or Walsford, I should say. I keep saying Wansford. Walsford it is. And Ferguson's not playing great, so we'll bring on Tom Chevron for him as well. And I think we'll leave it at that for now. We'll maybe give it 10 more minutes, and then we'll maybe another one. Paul's been injured for South Shields. It's been a close game, to be honest. A bit closer than I thought it would be. But with 10 minutes left to go, you'd really like to see we can see this out. They're putting on the pressure a little bit now, but overall we're doing pretty well. Pollard's not playing brilliant now, but we haven't got anyone who can play out there. You know what? We'll bring Knight on for Billy Brown. He's played really well for us. We'll just rest his legs a little bit. 5 minutes left to go. We might be able to get Knight now. Puts in a free kick. James is trying to get there. He just about gets there. He hits across him. Ben Offsey's got it now. He gets tackled, unfortunately. And don't tell me they're going to break the last few minutes. We did it. Pollard, great interception by Pollard. Gets out to Ben Offsey. Who gets it to Patty. Patty with a chance. And he hits it straight at the keeper. That was the one that could have really put it away. We have got a corner, though, with about 2 minutes left. Ben Offsey with the... I mean, I don't know if it is how to pronounce it, Ben Offsey, but that's how I'm pronouncing it. We put it in anyway, and Watson gets it out to James. James with a chance, and that was pretty close. Sim collects it though, and there's 5 minutes of extra time left. With only a minute left to go, 10 seconds left. Surely says it strong. Gets it out to James. James gets it out to Patty, who knocks back to James. James puts it out to Pollard. Pollard. That's it, guys. We get the win. 2-1. A great start to the season for us. Tough game. But again, we did win, and I was really happy with how some of them played. Right, what can I say to them? I'm just going to say passionately, that was really special, lads. Everyone looks really happy. That is what we want. Right, guys, you know score. This takes a couple of minutes, or about a minute to go through, because there's so many leagues and everything and players. I will see you in a second. Right, guys, welcome back there after that short little flash. And as you can see, we win 2-1. We're up, start at 4th. 1 game of season doesn't mean anything, I know, but it's a nice little start to the season. We've got a little bit of news. Pitch has been bedded in. Show class to step up stage. South Shields. I thought we played really, really well. To be honest, I was really impressed with Pollard as well. I thought he played absolutely fantastic for us out on the left there. Seeing as he's not even really a star player, he's a youngster. He's 16 years old. He's actually got really good stats, and I think he could be a really good player. Possibly got the potential to be a pretty good player, but he did really well for us. I'm really, really pleased. So he got a good introduction as well. Van Ram kicks off, and Stourbridge 1-3-2. That's not bad. Brackley, Morecambe and Stourbridge, and then us, we are in 4th. Brown inspires us to a win. Billy Brown played brilliantly as well for us. So not a bad start. So let me know, guys, what you thought of the start, how you thought it went, and tell me whether you think it was a good. I've made some good decisions and that sort of stuff. Like I said, there will be 1 or 2 more players to come in. This guy probably will come in for 1, and I'm going to look at maybe 1 or 2 others as well. But try and keep under that wage budget, and try and not spend the wages too much as well, because we want to try and save money. Finances, that's what we like to see. We are making money already. That's good. That is absolutely fantastic. Right, so we are in 4th. Yep, that's brilliant. When are we going to come back? As I said, I want to try and make a little bit more of a bigger sort of out of these games for us as get through the season a little bit more. So I'm going to come back for... When do we come back? Do I come back for the Kettering game? Do you know what? I will come back for the Kettering game. I'm going to play a good chunk here. Going to come back for the Kettering game. I'll probably do the 2 games for the episode, so I'll see how we go. It might be the Ashton and Kettering game, or it might be the Kettering and Bromsgrove game. I'll see how we're going, but let's get a good chunk of the season out of the way. Good sort of 10 games, and then we'll see how we get on. Thank you for watching, guys. Remember to drop that like, remember to subscribe, come and follow me on Twitter as well. You'll find all out about the FM World Cup championship that was going on. You'll find out about how I get on in the FM World Esports Championship at Insomnia, which I'm literally going to go and do. Leave tomorrow. I'm recording this on the Friday, and I'm going to leave tomorrow to go and compete in that. There's going to be me, there's going to be Louisa, there's 64 of us actually, 64 Football Manager players looking for a chance to win 15 grand for the first prize, but more importantly the chance to go and manage Norwich City legends against the AC Milan, I think it is, or Milan Forever legends, which will be absolutely fantastic dream, and just be an absolutely fantastic experience anyway. So you'll hear all about it if you follow me on Twitter, obviously, and I'll do an update on here probably about how it's all going as well. But yeah, as always, it's been an absolute pleasure, and I will see you guys on the next episode. Bye for now.